Okay guys, here we are again for one more video about mob vet changes. This will be my third one, and we will be going over the recent changes to the arms pack. So I've done recently basic warrior changes, so all around the 3 specs and all the basic changes. I have done a video as well about Fury changes, and I'm finalizing now with arms video. So let's go. Let's start with the first big change, and it's that Rand. It's not in the game anymore. So that's a big change for arms warriors because of Taste for Blood. Of course, I will be going over Taste for Blood in a few moments. Let's just start with Mortal Strike. So Mortal Strike has changed to a 6-second cooldown ability. It used to be a 4.5 cooldown ability. Now it is 6-second cooldown. It gives you 10 rage, just like Bloodthirst, and it gives the mortal wounds debuff. So this is just like Bloodthirst, but in arms pack right now. So it gives you 10 rage, and it is on a 6-second cooldown. You will be doing Mortal Strike every 6 seconds. Because now Rand has been replaced for Deep Wounds, and the Deep Wounds ability will be the one that is replacing the dot that Rand was doing, and I can tell you that Deep Wounds is doing a lot of damage. So by the Deep Wounds as well, I need to talk about Blood and Thunder. So Blood and Thunder used to be a prot spec talent. Now it is an arms ability. So Blood and Thunder, your Thunderclap now also applies Deep Wound. So when you Thunderclap, you will be applying Deep Wounds to all of your target. So, and by doing so, and since the Deep Wounds ability is doing a lot of damage, you will be doing Thunderclamp as much as you can when you have a big pack of mobs, because the tick of Deep Wounds is just great. So, in regards of arms as well, we still have the proc for sudden death, so your melee hits have a 6% chance of resetting the cooldown on your Colossus Smash. So now it doesn't affect your execute anymore, but it still gives you the proc on the Colossus Smash. And now we will go over Overpower. So Overpower instantly overpower the enemy, causing 140% weapon damage, cannot be blocked, dodged, or parried, only usable after the target dodges or when activated by Taste for Blood. So there is no hand tick anymore to trigger Taste for Blood. So how will we use Taste for Blood? So big change as well. You have 100% change for Mortal Strike to enable the use of Overpower, and a 30% chance for Overpower to enable the use of an additional Overpower. So what does this mean? We will have an Overpower for each Mortal Strike. So this is why I was telling you about that Mortal Strike continues to be one of the most important abilities for Arms Warrior, because not only will give you 10 rage, it's a lot of damage, it will put the Deep Wounds debuff on the target, and as well will give you the Taste for Blood proc on the Overpower. So for each Mortal Strike, you know that you will have an overpower. You don't have to wait for the tick. You don't have to make calculations. When is the tick gonna proc taste for blood and whatnot? No, it's this now. It's pretty linear. You don't really have. Well, arms in Cataclysm was for PVE was pretty easy as well, and now it's just easier for my opinion. So the thing is, you will proc an overpower after each mortal strike, and you will have a 30% chance to proc another overpower for the overpower that you just used. So what does this mean? You will have 3 global cooldowns in between every mortal strike. If you are lucky, you can even use 3 overpowers. So, and this is good. Why? Because overpowered is a free ability. It's doing a lot of damage. It doesn't crit as much as it used to be, to crit, but it still does a lot of damage. And at the moment, it doesn't cost any rage. So why is this good? Because of the change on Slam. So Slam now it's instant ability. You won't have to talent it to have a slower cast or whatever. Uh, this is just an instant ability, and let's just read the tooltip because it's amazing. Slams the opponent, causing 225 weapon damage plus 2,614 damage. So what does this mean? This means that it does a lot of damage. What's the catch of? The catch is just it costs 30 rage. So in between Colossus Smash, so let me talk of Colossus Smash as well if you haven't checked out the other videos. So Colossus Smash puts the same debuff now. You will have 3 globals after you use Colossus Smash to do a lot of damage on the target. It's on a 20-second cooldown still, and it will cost 30 rage. So this is the big change, and this is where arms can be a bit complicated, because you will have the sudden death procs costing the Colossus Smash costing 30 rage. So, and the Slam, it's your hardest ability, hardest hitting ability, will cost 30 rage as well. So when you have too many procs of sudden death, it will be difficult to make the most of those procs, because you will need rage to spend on the abilities, and ideally you will use Slam for the three global cooldowns after the Colossus Smash. So this is the ideal situation, of course, but it will be a bit hard to obtain it, even so with the sudden death proc. So this is where the arms can be a little bit tricky, but the rotation is pretty simple, and I will show you in a few seconds on the training dummy. So how will we do the rotation? We will use Mortal Strike on cooldown. The Colossus Smash is the same thing. You will use it ideally on cooldown. You will never clip a Colossus Smash when you already have the debuff on the boss, so it's not optimal. So you will wait for the debuff to fall off. If you just use Colossus Smash and sudden death just procced instantly, so you will wait for the proc to fall off, then you will use it. But there you go, you will have 60 rage cost in a few globals. This can complicate things a little bit. So the thing that you'll try to do is make the most of overpowered. So when you have overpowered procs, you'll try to use it just to gain more rage. And why do you need more rage? Since you are just spending rage on Colossus, on Slam, on Execute, and whatever. I'm just talking about single target ability. So let's just talk about Execute and Colossus, Mortal Strike, Overpower, and Slam. So you will just be using on your normal rotation, not even speaking on Execute phase, Colossus and Slam. So you try to gain the most overpowered procs by using it, not only Mortal Strike and Overpower itself, because you will gain more rage to spend on slams. So this is what you will try to achieve, doing slams while the Colossus Smash is it's on the boss. So pretty easy rotation, Mortal Strike, Overpowered. You continue to overpower if you are not capped on rage. So if you have multiple Taste for Blood procs, then you spam Slam until you need to use your Mortal Strike again. So I think it's pretty linear. You don't really have to concern yourself about the Rentics and if they are going to proc um, the Taste for Blood or not, whatever. So let us see how it works in a training lobby. Let's just this is the rotation that I made. I guess this is what the theory crafters will be go after. And yeah, it's pretty simple as you saw, and nothing much to say about it. Let's just go to to a training dummy and put this in action real quick. I didn't talk about Execute, not that much difference here. It's that the only difference it's that in the beta at the moment, Execute is just doing crazy damage. I don't really know if they are going with the damage that is currently on Execute to life, because it's just creating for a crazy amount of value. So let's just charge here real quick. Let's start doing the rotation. So Mortal Strike, Colossus, and the freaking bug again. Every time I do a video, this time bugs. This crap bugs. Cannot target anything. Okay, here we go again. So Mortal Strike, I don't have Colossus, so I'll just use an Overpower. As you can see, Overpower just procced, and Overpowered proc and Taste for Blood there. Sudden Death proc. Overpowered, he didn't proc again, so he just spam Slam. Mortal Strike, you always have a missing. Oh shit. Okay, let me go